and sign it in here, which is a bad idea because this is the part of the frame. So if someone wants to change the frame, and he will go like, what the, he just signed the frame. What's the damn joke? Okay, I'm done. Now I need some photos about the work, and then I still didn't mention what I'm gonna do with it, but the thing is, I'm gonna send it somewhere. I really won't say what it is, and I know you even don't care where this thing will go. I mean, the photo will go first, and the next month we will decide if this thing, that work, will take place in that organization. I almost said it. I better shut the fuck up. Okay, I just have noticed something. You see this glossy, shiny, see this thing? And I also captured one over here. And this is because I messed up with the gluing, that water-based adhesive thing. So what I have to do is I'm gonna take a brush, and then I will just make some, doink doink, and then I will just make some, some overpainting, just a few millimeters from like area, a few millimeters, and then okay, perfect. We just need a sign. I don't know where to sign it. I don't wanna... that signature must be either a part of the work, or it must be really stay somewhere which will not, change the view of the work, if you know what I mean. And so here is that glossy area. I mean, you will see anything when it has dried. And do we have more? No. And there was this area too, somewhere. Can't even see it. Okay, here's the plan. I know I said not a good idea to use Ikea frames. The thing is, using Ikea frames is not a good idea, actually. Why? Well, I believe, I don't say Ikea frames are not good enough. No, it's just like the brands are getting, the main focus is switching from your artwork to that frame, because IKEA frames and the whole product series is well known. So the viewer will get confused. But I talked to some shops in here who are preparing frames, for pictures and paintings and stuff on order, how you call that. And well, my thoughts is it will be too long process, because it's like we're speaking different languages, guys. I really don't know why they're asking so many questions which we really don't need, and that's why I found one on Ikea. I don't have another choice. So it's 50 by 40 and it has glass on the front, which is kind of important. And answer of the why is this sort of a work needs a bit of a protection, and it also looks good, when you have a depth in on the view. It's nice, it's protected from everything. We are not in Christie's, we don't have this cosmic. So I will go now to Ikea and to see if they have this kind of a frame. They have it on the website, but I don't know if they have it in the store. And I will buy it, I will place it, and then I'm gonna sign it, and I'm gonna make photos of it, and I'm gonna send it. Bye bye, I'm going to buy you a frame. Cool, I'm just leaving the studio right now to drive to Ikea and check out that frame thing. Yeah. And then I will come back. I really do care about local shops, local people who are producing something. I'm doing the same, kind of. So the conversation, I will tell you how exactly the conversation with the guy who is making frames for pictures and stuff, how it taken place. It was like, I asked him if they have this kind of a frame which has a depth, and he said, yeah. And can you make them in any size that I want to have it? Okay. And he said sure, and then he asked me the question. He asked me, what is it? I said it's kind of a painting, and then he goes like, what kind of a painting? Which was okay, the question was good. I said it's a piece of cardboard and with some paint, and then he starts to say cardboard. I said yeah, it's cardboard. I said, are you sure? I said yeah, I'm sure. I mean, what is the point? He said, well, cardboard, I never made cardboard. I said it's no problem, it's the same. And he was like, if you know what I mean, he was was asking and asking and asking, like ask for more, that's okay. But the thing is, you dumb ass. The thing is, why so negative? You know, why are you acting so negative? And I think this is the point where what makes these large stores like Ikea, and also there are a lot of brands, what makes them so strong? Because you don't want to face any troubles like this guy, you know, all these questions. And you know, there are technical questions which I can understand, but there are questions which makes the thing even more worse. And then you go like, at least, you know, forget about it, I don't want to have it. So it's a sad point. It's a sad point. So now I have to go to Ikea, pay maybe a bit more less, but I'm not happy with this. You know, people have to get educated, even if you are producing frames, and you have to know that it doesn't matter if it's a cardboard or some other stuff. I know I told him that we have kind of a thickness and stuff. I told him everything, but he just don't want to do it. I just changed my shirt very quickly. It's quite hot. I have a lot of shirts in the studio. So I'm at Ikea, and let's see if we have the right frame that we are looking for. Whew. I'm back in the studio, and okay. So I've got the frame. It has a color. I wish it would be white, but it's kind of light brown or something with a plexiglass on the front. We're gonna try it, but before that, I also brought some other stuff, not from Ikea. It's quite heavy. Which is Coke, yogurt, milk. How are we gonna? And we have, how do you call that? What is that? This is what you make for a popcorn. I don't know how to call this, but this don't go in. It goes in here. I've got tonefish, which is not so healthy because it's not fresh, you know. Of course, tonefish is very healthy, but it's not fresh. I'm showing this because I was asked so many times what you're gonna eat in the studio and things like that. That's why I thought it's a part of the whole thing. That milk is for cornflakes and for cacao, you know, to have a cold drink better than Coke. Coke is just sometimes, you know, it's the small size of Coke. And yeah, okay, let's turn to the frame. Okay, not bad. It looks, it will look good. It will look good. It looks to me like not bad. So something that I've noticed, I really don't know what this is and what that is. So I'm a bit of like in panic right now. I don't want to have that black thing over there. So I'm gonna open that stuff which I brought from Ikea. I'm gonna use this thing here. Okay. Let's open it. I really don't know what this black thing is. Well, it's hard to film and to work at the same time. I hope YouTube will notice this. Okay, I definitely know what this is about. Okay, let's turn up this bad boy. So it's nice, a nice kind of wood in here. Okay, that's just the arrow, like that one. Well, I'm really happy right now. That thing we will need maybe if they want to have that work. So I'm gonna keep them. I will try to keep them somewhere in the storage, and hopefully will not forget that I have those things. Okay, now we're gonna open this black things over here. Now there is this kind of you know, these things. Can you see that? So you're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna take this out. Cool, then we have this paper thing and the other stuff. I have to take care of this plexiglass thing, so I'm gonna put it in here. And also that thing is important. I'm gonna put it also in here. This, I don't think that we will need it, you know. We say part2 here in this country. I don't know how to call that. It gives like an extra frame thing. So it will look like that, and I know that I have a lot of space, so I either can paint this and sign it in here, which is a bad idea because this is the part of the frame. So if someone wants to change the frame, and he will go like, what the, you know, he just signed the frame, so it's not a good idea. I will go like this. You know, this work was also smaller than the size. It has some technical, you know, some technical datas in here which I can't see right now. So I'm gonna put one of these white Bristol cardboards and I know that I have a lot from them, you know, in here, but I can't do this with the camera. Okay, so, excuse me, I normally use this Bristol cardboards to create stencils, you know what I mean, stencil artworks. But in this case, we're going to use it as a part of the frame, of the work, excuse me. Okay, let's put this. It looks a bit like, I guess the sunlight has changed the color a bit. So this side looks amazing, okay? So the next thing that I need to do is, okay, put this in here, you know, and then let's go this way. Can you see anything? So this one looks better. This corner is more corner. Cool. And now we're gonna cut. Where are you? This time not for stenciling. Okay. By the way, it's so windy today. Okay, let's try to... Well done, we have it. Now, I have to... Somehow, I'm gonna, you know, stick or somehow... this stuff needs to stay here, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna glue this on this Bristol cardboard, okay, by using this water-based adhesive. I'm gonna glue it just a bit in the middle, because if I'm gonna put too much, that Bristol cardboard will have waves, if you know what I mean. The structure will change, will get contracted because it get wet and blah blah. So I'm gonna just put a bit in the middle, I believe, and I'm gonna do it right now. But before, we need some measures, however you call that. And I need some. What can we do is just with our eye, if you know what I mean. No, we're gonna measure. That's 8. That's 8. You see? That's so cool. You know, I just put it. Okay, excuse me for this, but I have to show you that. I just put it in the middle, I thought, just randomly, you know, and then I went to that measuring stuff. If you can see, it's 7.5, and here it's 8. Okay, sorry, I just thought I put it just right in the right place. I didn't, so we need to measure. So if this is 7.5 and this is 8, means we can come up to here a bit more and a bit more in here. Okay. That's correct. What about here? Like that. Almost 8. You go there. Water-based adhesive. Okay. Open it, and that should be enough, I believe. Okay. Now I can turn it. So I put this thing in here. Okay. Here we go. Let me check it one more time. Almost 8. Almost 8. Almost 8. Almost there. Great, I'm almost done. You know, I need to hang it after. So this thing must be dry. I hope it will dry fast. Then I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna frame it, and then I'm gonna hang it. And then I need some photos of it. I'm gonna use the Canon or the Nikon. I'm not sure. And then I will post it. Fill silence. Okay, forget about it. Okay, it's been like 10 minutes. I don't think that it has dried yet. But I think that I can use it right now. So the first thing, I'm gonna make a photo first without that plexus stuff. Now if you're gonna use that plexus thing and try to make photos, you will have a lot of reflections from the studio on that work, and this is something that we don't want. So that's why first how are we gonna do that? Like this? No. How are we gonna do that shit? I have no clue. Is this the way to go? I guess this is the way to go. So, fine. And I will just put some of this black. Not each of them, just a few. It's so cool. It's framed, and I still don't have that plexus thing because, you know, as I told you, we'll have a lot of reflections, and this is something that we don't want. Well, let's take a closer look. I mean, it's okay. I just don't know where to sign it. Still, I'm not sure.